How you doing? My name's Bob Parker. I'm a trainer here at Crete Carrier for the past 6 years. A lot of people come up to me with the question, how do you chain up a truck for the road conditions? And that's what I'm going to show you today. I'm going to start off with having the essential tools. A good pair of insulated work gloves, a good pair of insulated shoes and clothing. You'll need a 9/16 wrench, and you'll also need a cam fastener wrench. Along with that, you might need a safety vest and or have your reflective triangles out. You will also need a pair of safety goggles. It's important that you, if you never put chains on before, it's important that you take time and learn how to put on chains before the weather becomes severe. And also know that you're going to need, if you're going to be doing this out on the road, or if you're going to be doing this in inclement weather, to be doing this in a place where you can have good visibility and be seen. So we're going to start off by loosening this nut. And it does come with a washer and a bolt on the other end. So you're going to want to make sure that you keep that. Also remember that it's going to be snow all over the place, so you're going to be dealing with possibly dropping a wrench or a nut or a bolt, and that's going to make things a little bit more difficult. Right here on these hooks are where the chains are, and we're going to start by taking off the chains one by one, and I'm going to bring them over to the appropriate area of the truck where we're going to be hanging them. When laying out chains, it's real important to know that each set of chains has an inside and an outside. It has a front and a back, which the either how you look at it, one side's going to have the hooks, and the other side will contain the clasp, and there's a clasp. And to get started, I like to put the side without the clasp, the hooks, toward the tire. And this is because you're going to need to be able to reach and pull these up, and it's just a lot easier if the hooks are coming over the side, and hopefully you'll be able to see that with the demonstration. But the clasp had to be to the outside of the tire where you can tighten them up, in the position where you can tighten them up. So you'll have to stretch out the tires and get them laid out on the ground, such as this. Keep in mind, the less tangled they are, or the less, the more straight that you can keep the chains, that the more success you're going to have. If you notice, each side of the chain on the one side has actual hooks. These hooks we're going to actually fasten to the other side of the chain to where we'll hook it up to. There are also fastening cams, and these fastening cams will be on the outside of the tire. They're not on the inside. This is going to be so where we tighten up, we'll have a point to which to tighten from. A lot of people ask if they had to chain the trailer tires, and the answer to that is yes. The trailer still has brakes, and that's what the purpose would be. Not to move it through the snow, but we need it in braking, and it helps against jackknifing. I used to be able to put these tires on within 15 minutes. I don't think I can do so now anymore, but expect for you the first time to take about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. And one of the real helpful things I use as a cheat tool, I put something right down in the center of the chain. That way when my rear tire gets to where the point of that is, I know to stop. And it should be equal on both sides. Okay, basically I start by picking up the one end. We got the tire on top of the chain. I pick up the one end and I drape it over. Try to make it as evenly as possible. So I have the hook side right over here. And the hook side, I'm going to try to make sure that the hook is going to be pointing out, not towards the tire. So when I fasten it, I'm going to go in, and then that's how it'll rest up against the tire. The same I'll do on this side. I'm not going to have the hook going in like this toward the tire. I'm going to move it away like that. That way the back of the tire is going to kind of help hold that all in. And then we're going to start by using the fastener cams. And I'm going to try to get this all even on here first. Keep in mind, after this is all complete, you may still have to go down the road a couple of miles and then stop again and take a look out, make sure everything's on okay still. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick the cam fastener tool right inside the cam. I'm going to twist it and basically go around each side doing that, and it's further going to tighten up each side. Now we're going to go to fastening the bungees down. You should have at least 2 to 3 bungee straps for each tire that you're planning on chaining. Basically go from the outside of the tire over here, and if they're a little bit longer, you can cinch it down from this point, and try to keep in mind that the tighter that you go within the bungee cord limit, the more effective that this is going to be. We're going to cross over the tire at several points. And usually by the second or third one, it's becoming really difficult to pull on these because the chain already starts to get tight. And if you've done it effectively, all the cross chains going across the tread of the tire is going to be really tight. On this chain, we have one thing that's a little different. We have an actual clasp. This side has the clasp. We're going to hook the chain in through here and then connect the clasp. On the opposite side, it still has the hook. So you could have chains that are going to have both the hook and a clasp, or just 2 hooks. Again, we're going to start with the back of the tire. I'm picking up the end. And if you don't get it hooked in at first, move the chain up on the tire. That'll help you grab the inside hook. And once you get it hooked in, now you can move it around more evenly. This is going back to the clasp. Just don't go to the inside of this, because that might be loose. You always want to try to make it as tight as possible. So you might go down a link or 2 and then link it, then clasp it. And that's how the clasp is effectively working. If you have any questions on how to do this or any further instruction, please talk to your terminal manager, your trainer, or the safety department, and they'll help you get the right information. Thanks.